Good morning, everybody. It says this hangout is on the air, and welcome to another magical day, Daily Magic with Laura and Len. Laura, do you want to say hi to the good folks out there?
Hey! Hi, Sue.
Hey,
Hi, Lexi. Nice to see you guys.
someone else just popped on. We got Lexi, Sue,
Oh, and
and
my honey. We got Rick on. He said he was going to join if he could. So thank you, everybody, for signing on and attending our workshop. Woohoo! Happy Monday.
we weren't late, Rick. We just got here ourselves.
Yep.
Thank you, Lexi. Welcome home. Hey, today's lesson, now we skipped a day last week, and so we're just going to pick up in sequence. So today's lesson is lesson number 15, Magically Heal Your Relationships. I'm going to lay the book down for a minute. To me, this is probably one of the most significant and powerful messages, lessons in the whole sequence. Magically heal your relationships. So many of us carry burdens from the past, from someone that hurt us, or somebody that did something to us, or in my case, for example, I'll keep it personal for a minute. I spent a long time being angry at my mother for things that she did when I was a child. And it took me many years to get that poison out of my system, to forgive her, to understand that she was just a human being too, who was doing the best she could do under the circumstances in the time. If anyone is carrying a grudge for any reason against any person, that's just poisoning you. And you got to let it go. And the way to let it go is, as difficult as it may be sometimes, is to find things about that person that you can be grateful for, that you can respect. Not everybody's all bad. Well, maybe Charles Manson, I don't know. But not everybody's all bad. So if there's somebody in your life that's been a difficult relationship, even if it's an old relationship, even if that person is no longer with us on this planet, in this earthly realm, it's important to get that poison. It's important to release it. And one of the quotes in this chapter that is so telling: holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You're the one who's going to get burned. And we also know that holding on to anger, holding on to anger makes you sick. It's filling your body with poison, with noxious stuff. So how do you let go? And this isn't about who is right and who's wrong. In fact, I learned one time in looking at relationships that it doesn't matter who's right or who's wrong. It doesn't make a damn bit of difference at all. All that matters is that both people take 100% responsibility for healing the relationship. And if the other person can't do that, it's okay. You have to do it for yourself. So if there's anything in your life, a spouse, a cousin, an aunt, uncle, brother, sister, a child, a parent, or any relative, or an associate, somebody you work with that you have a difficult time with, the thing to do is to sit down and to make a list of the things that you like about that person. And you may go, "Oh, I still love that person." It's hard to let go sometimes. Take a deep breath. As mad as I was at my mother, she did cook dinner every day. She had dinner on the table every day.
Mm-hmm.
Mad as I was at her, she rode me to school. I can go back and I can find the things that she did. And I can thank her for what she did do and release the things she didn't do. And remember, if you continue to blame somebody in the past, you're making the assumption that the past could have been any different than it is. If it could have been, it would have been. It couldn't be. It wasn't. And you can never go back and change it. All you can do is go forward. So we got to release the past. We got to release those feelings of anger, hurt, whatever, and take a deep breath and find out what we can appreciate in the person, and let it go and move on. Does that make sense to everybody?
Sure makes sense to me.
This is especially difficult. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
No, I was just saying that I think it makes perfectly good sense, because as hard as you try to make amends or forgive or try to repair the relationship, and like Lexi said, it doesn't mean you condone their actions, but you need to find some way to feel grateful for it so that you can just let it go, so it doesn't consume you anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep. And it's especially difficult with a parent or a spouse that you've got an estranged relationship with. But it's so very important. And so that's it. Today is really one of the most powerful exercises in gratitude and in forgiveness. So if you have your books, if you flip to page 144, your sister, yeah, Marta. If you flip to page 144, there's a little exercise there. Name, I'm grateful for what? And she gives a list of 10 things. She puts a name in. Of course, she gives you some ideas, some thoughts about things you can be grateful for. Do the exercise. Pick the person. If assuming there's somebody in your life that you still have an estranged or difficult relationship with, release that person today. Release yourself. Sit down and make a little list of the 10 things, at least 10 things that you can find in that person that you're grateful for. And trust me, I understand how difficult that can be if you've had a very difficult, say, a violent breakup in a marriage, or you're really estranged from a husband or wife or a child, and it's easy to grit your teeth. I don't want to forgive them. I want to be mad at them for the rest of my life. They did it to me, and I deserve to be mad. Well, you may deserve to be mad, but who are you making sick?
Yeah.
And who are you benefiting? So let it go. Yes, you deserve to be mad. So what?
Yeah. Sue has something that I love. She said, a wave of love consciousness is watching over us. Breathe it in. Allow it to infuse every cell in your body. Be the wave.
It's beautiful, Sue. I love that.
That's awesome.
Did you make that up? Okay. So, in the scheme of things, today's exercise, of course, we get out of bed, we count our blessings every day, we make our list of 10 things we're grateful for. This morning, I started a fresh new list, and I had lots of things to be grateful for, and many more than 10. I got writer's cramp and I quit. And then choose item 2 of today's exercise. Choose one difficult, problematic, or broken relationship that you want to improve. Just one. Take one at a time. And then sit down and make a written list of 10 things you're grateful for about the person you've chosen. Write it down in the following way. Name, I am grateful for. Mom, I am grateful that you cook my dinner every day. Mom, I am grateful that you took me to school. And make your list and thank the person for the things they did do, and release it. Let it go. And find yourself at peace. And then, of course, we're going to go to bed with our magic rock. And I forgot to take my magic rock to bed with me in the hotel Sunday night. I left it out in the car. I missed it. So we're going to go to bed with our magic rock, and we're going to think through the day of all the things that happened, and we're going to pick the best thing that happened to us today, and we're going to be thankful for it. And that's today's lesson. That's today's exercise. I hope you'll do it, especially if you have someone in your life that you have an estranged relationship with. And if I may be so bold as to go on and say one other thing, if that estranged relationship is with a parent or a child who's still alive, it may be time to pick up the phone, because you never know when you'll never have a chance to do that again. And wouldn't that be a shame?
Yep.
That's all I have.
Yep, that's really all I have too. I did take my rock with me, and I haven't unpacked yet, so I don't know where it's at.
Hopefully you brought it home with you. Oh, I had it with me. It's just that I forgot to carry it into the hotel. It was still out in the van.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, Chris. Love is all there is. That's right.
Good morning, Chris.
You guys are awesome today. We appreciate you being here.
And tomorrow we're going to work on health some more. And yeah, we do appreciate you being here. We certainly want to thank you for showing up. Lexi, Marta, Sue, Chris, and Rick. Thank you, Rick. And thank you, Rick, for taking such awesome care of the children while we entertained Laura in Chandler. I think she had an awesome time. I think she learned a lot. And you know, Rick, you got to tie her by the tail here. She's a rock star. Count your blessings, buddy. She's your retirement plan. She's going to fix it for you.
Thanks, Len.
All righty. You got anything else to say?
No, just have a magical day. Keep being you, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Bye for now.
All right. You were here just quiet. Chris, when have you ever been quiet?
Maybe it's her after birthday effects.
Party?
Rick, you're still recovering? You'll be all right, honey. I'm home now.
Bye for now.
Bye, everybody.